Hello everyone and welcome back to a better Minecraft video. We are here standing above our little empire here. You know, just taking a little look at everything that we've done, and I know I have been doing that a lot of late. Something you guys should probably know is that there's a lot of time in between these episodes just from life being very busy and yeah. Anyways, what I was looking at today though was the fact that we still have a lot of work here to do. There's still a lot of work that I want to get done. We want to build a wall here. We want to build a few more buildings in and around to kind of solidify this area. The wall is going to go across here and kind of cut off our main base to our financial district here. Not our financial district. What am I saying? Our industrial district, which isn't really a industrial district, so we might actually tear some of these things out. For example, we don't really need a sugarcane farm anymore now that we have the big one over at our creeper farm. We also don't really need that blaze farm anymore. What I think I might do is move that to where the skeletons are and the, what are they called? Not the drowned, the zombies. The zombies over at our farm over there. We might get rid of that as well. And our tree farm, I don't really know. It's small enough that I might be able to just hide it. The issue I'm having here is this originally was going to be our main industrial district. We were going to build everything here, and then I went to build the creeper farm and the prismarine farm and everything, and this just isn't really necessary anymore. We don't really need all this stuff. This is all kind of like starter farms and everything that we don't necessarily need. And I kind of want to wrap up this series because we have that still to work on. We have a lot of work down here, but you know, people are starting to kind of taper off from the world. We've been on this for a very long time, and I kind of want to get everything done this year. So yeah, anyways, we still have a lot of work to do, but I want to finish this off and then start moving on to other things because I kind of feel like this series is kind of dried up a little bit. If you guys think otherwise, let me know down in the comments. But yeah, I think it's time we kind of moved on and did other things, but I don't want to leave this project unfinished. Anyways, there's nothing we can really do about our storage room, so we're going to keep that there probably. I hear bees. Is that bees? I didn't know there were bees over here. Anyways, yeah, so we're probably going to leave that building. We might leave everything there, but they're just not needed farms anymore, so we might as well clean them up and make it look a little more prettier. And especially with the tree farm there, maybe we can cover it up, make it look a little more natural. Yeah, anyway, so the wall is going to come across here, go across there. We still need to finish that up as well, and all these fields here are all going to be wheat fields and maybe potatoes and other things. Anyways, crops in general, and then we're going to have our icon or whatever it's going to be up on top of our mega base there as well. And then we're probably going to end the series there, but that's not for a little while anyways. In between episodes, though, I have been kind of doing a little bit of work, as you guys might be able to tell. Can you tell a bit of a difference here as I kind of walk through this area? Can you see anything a little bit different? Can you see anything just a slight bit different? Ah! Not him! That scared the life out of me. I did not know that. Also, it sounds very loud. I don't know if it's loud for you guys. Oh boy. Okay, anyways, we have bad omen now, which isn't good. Where did they come from? That scared the life out of me. Anyways, as I was saying, you notice anything different? I certainly do. And what I noticed different is the fact that I I can't speak. Placed some bone meal in and around just to kind of make things look a little more overgrown, a little less kept, which is kind of the vibe that we're going for, I guess, here. Just also, you know, kind of blends the road in and everything a little bit more. Anyways, there's something I kind of wanted to work on today, and that is this building. Now, we have spent so many episodes on this building, I'm kind of tired of it. So, we're not actually going to be working on the building itself. As far as I'm concerned, this building is done. However, I hate it. And I don't hate the building itself. The building itself is actually quite beautiful. What I hate is the fact that I built it and it's not in the same style as the rest of our buildings here. Now, that's a bit of a problem because it kind of takes away the vibe of what we're trying to go for with this building, or this village, I guess. So what we're going to do is, I think we're going to put a bit of a tree here to kind of block it. And as much as I love that tree or this mushroom thing, it might have to go too, because it really takes away the vibe from the town. However, it does look really good next to this house, so I'm not quite sure what I want to do with that yet. Okay, so, I didn't mean to do that. If we come over here, what we have kind of been doing is using a lot of, well, palm trees and these great big trumpet trees, which I think are absolutely beautiful. We have 3 of them. We have the blue, the yellow, and an orange one kind of hidden in the back here. I love these trees. I think they look absolutely awesome. Now, the problem is we've used one of each so far, and there's one more that we do not have. And I would kind of like to go and get it, if we can. Now, I don't know where to get that, because they kind of spawn in different biomes, and it's kind of hard to find them once you do. So, I was trying to look up how we can, you know, get one without going too far away. And, well, we can actually craft them in the alchemy table. Now, we got one of these a few episodes ago, and we can get one fairly simply. However, we need an Echo Shard, which we do not have. Now, we know how to get an Echo Shard. We just have to go into the Deep Dark and find one. So let's head over there and see if this works. Okay, so I'm looking on my map here, and it seems like I might have misplaced the ancient city. That's not good. I kind of think it's in this area here, but I can't find my marker. I don't know where it went, and I don't think the server was updated, although this line here is oddly suspicious. I don't know what that's all about. Anyways, cannot find the ancient city. However, I do have a map, so hopefully it takes me to that one. Let's right click it, searching. Okay, I am it's in that direction, I think. Northish. Alright, well, let's head in that direction and see if we can find it. Okay, so we are finally on the map here. Kind of. Yep, nope, we're finally on the map. So I guess it's just up there. Just fly up here and just take a look. I assume it is in... Okay, so it's just over here in this biome. What is that other mark on this map here? What is this? Oh my goodness, I am lagging like crazy. I don't think it's my internet. I think it's the connection to the computer that we're running this on. It seems like that computer just does not have the power to really tell where we are. It's a decent laptop, I'm told, but yeah, that's all it is. It's just a laptop. Anyways, that doesn't seem to be anything. Let's go over here. Oh, yep, still lagging. I am going to ram into something. Yeah, okay. Anyways, I'm going to try and find this thing, and once I do, I will catch back with you guys. Okay, well, I found it. Kind of spooky down there. I don't really know how I'm going to get down there, to be honest with you. I might just have to fly down. We're going to place a waystone here so we don't lose this again. We're actually going to name this Deep Dark this time. So I think I put one somewhere last time, but yes, can't seem to find it. I don't know where it went. Anyway, so we have it here. It's going to be right at the very end. Deep Dark, very good. Watch, I'm going to see it here somewhere. Yeah, I don't know where it went. Oh, Warden City. Oh, it's right there. Oh well. Anyways, we got this one now, so we're just going to hop on down. We're actually going to make this hole a little bit bigger here. we are setting off a few of those, whatever they're called. I don't think we set off any streakers yet, otherwise things are just going to be going like crazy. We're going to place a bunch of these in and around just so that I know where the entrance is. The problem is that I only have a little bit of wool. I completely forgot about wool. So hopefully we don't run into any big baddies. Actually, you know what we could also do is make a proper way down here, maybe. I didn't realize that we were so close to the city here. Do I have any... The good thing about this is that I can get as many blocks as I possibly need. Alright, let's place that like that. We'll get a little bit closer to the city here, if we can. Just place some blocks. How do we want to do this? I think if we go like that, and then I can go like that, and down. I should be able just to place it like this. Okay, we're down. I'm just gonna break those, I think, because they are gonna cause me a load of headaches, I think. Or at least make me more nervous than I already am. Alright, this is a big one. So I'm not gonna show everything because I think that would be kind of boring, but what I'm gonna do is try and find some echo shards, and I'll show you guys whatever loot I find at the very end. Okay, I found an echo shard. Looks like I found two, and a pretty decent diamond bowl. That's actually pretty good. I'm going to grab everything in here and head back. So that's pretty much all that we needed here. I was very fortunate in not setting off a single, not even one, shrieker, which is pretty awesome. Although I did run into one of our little friends that, they're little goblin friends. He was super nice, except he kept on setting off all the, what are those called? Like the skull sensors, I guess? He didn't set off any of the shriekers, thankfully, but I kind of had to put an end to him before he ended up ruining everything. Anyways, we got our 2 echo shards, which is exactly what we wanted, so let's head out of here. Okay, that was close. I'm actually surprised we didn't take any damage there. And let's get out of here before, any bad guys show up. Alright, let's hope this works and that all that work wasn't for nothing. Let's throw that in there and that in there. Awesome. Okay, so now what we need is the purple one. And where can we find that? Oh, there's a red one too? Ooh, I like that red one. We're going to take the red one. We also want a purple one as well. So let's go and into our inventory. Grab another sapling. I don't think it really matters what sapling it is. I'm going to throw that in there. Grab that. And what else have we got? There's actually some pretty cool... There's actually some pretty cool saplings in here. Some of these I've never even seen before. There's the purple one. Serene Trumpet sapling. I'm having a hard time speaking today, and I do not know why. Anyways, we just got a challenge. So what is this challenge here? Get every what is wrong with me today? Get every trumpet sapling. There we go. So we got all of them. And yeah, let's see which one we kind of like here. I didn't know that there was a red one. The red one would look pretty cool there as well. It might actually look even better. Although with the orange there, it might be nice to have kind of the contrast in color. But the purple one, I think actually the purple one there will look good, especially with the background. It might blend it in a little bit better. And then maybe we could put the red one over here. I don't know why I keep flying. I could easily just walk over here. But maybe we could put the red one there. Or somewhere in this area, because we have a lot of wide open spaces. Maybe right here, once we build the place. But yeah, okay, let's throw this purple one down. Hopefully it does not detract too much from the orange one. Do we have any bone meal? Let's check. Bone meal. Bone meal. There we go. We got 31 right there. Let's place this. Where should we put it? We have a lot of this overgrowth here. Maybe right here might be the best spot for it. Let's hope this does exactly what I want it to and just absolutely cover everything. There we go. I mean, does what I wanted it to. However, it didn't grow exactly how I wanted it to. Alright, this might take a few tries. You know what? I think I like that. So what I did here was kind of trim back a little bit of the leaves just so that we weren't hitting our head every time we try to walk through here. Maybe I could do a little bit more of that there so that it doesn't look so unnatural. We might have to tear a little bit of this out as well. That looks a lot better. Maybe this one here. Can I just get one? No. Anyways, I think I have a few here from a few other test runs that I did. Yeah, okay, good. It kind of blocks off that tree a little bit. It doesn't really affect this too much. It could actually tear this out a little bit here. We don't want to take out too much because we don't want the tree to look, you know, overly delicate or like it's dying or anything. But yeah, okay, that looks good from... Kind of looks cool from down here. You can kind of tell it's a tree. It looks like a bit more of a bushier tree. Like it's still young. It doesn't cover up that too much, which I'm okay with, actually. What we could also do... I don't know how it would look. But what we could do, potentially, is place a dirt block on top of this to kind of hide it a bit, and have another tree kind of growing out on top just to cover up that. But I think... Let's just look at it again from down here. From this perspective here, I think it looks fine. And over here, I think it also looks fine. That is still kind of bothering me, but I think I can get by with that. It's just covering up that purple and yellow here. And I think it's a lot less noticeable. So I actually do think I like that a lot. So I guess with this red trumpet sapling, I guess we can put it maybe right here. Is that kind of far enough away from everything? It's kind of a gamble as to where we put it, because depending on where it gets put, it could have some really interesting effects on the landscape. So anyways, let's just put this here because this area is kind of finished. These ones are quite a bit shorter than the blue one or the yellow one. Or the blue one and the yellow one kind of just blossom straight up in the air. I don't hate that though. I actually kind of like that. It's just small enough that it doesn't really trump everything else. I actually really like that one. That one actually looks really nice. I really like that tree. Alright, yeah, no, this is great. I think we're going to keep it like that. And yeah, let's get working on maybe a small little building here. Okay, so we're going to work on this building. Now, I've been kind of thinking as to what I kind of want this to be. And I'm thinking it's going to be a library. Just a basic library. It's going to be quite small. In fact, if I can get away with it, it's going to be smaller than that. Even though the footprint is a lot bigger. We're just going to have it fairly shallow of a build. And yeah, we're just going to outline it with a bunch of books and everything. I'm going to grab that block there. There we go. And yeah, we just kind of want this to be kind of like a quaint little library that kind of fit this town a little bit. I know we already have the bookstore, which I think is that one. This one is going to be a little bit different. This one is actually going to be where you can rent out books and whatever. Kind of like the knowledge center of the town. And I guess this town isn't going to be very knowledgeable because it's going to be quite small. Anyways, let's get right into it. I'm not going to record me building it or the steps or anything. We're just going to show it off once we're done. And hopefully, if I remember, if I turn around like this and do this. Yep, we are done already. Just a snap of your fingers. Hopefully, I did that right. Let's just see. Anyways, there's a few extra details that I kind of just noticing that I forgot, actually. But, for the most part, we are done, especially with the interior. So, to start off, we have kind of a book, just signifying, hey, this is a library. And there's not much to really show on the outside. I didn't really spend all too much time decorating it. I kind of like the plain look of it, especially in this area. We go inside. We got these laced canopy planks. Oh my goodness, I'm having a really hard time speaking today. but I thought they made a pretty good looking floor. I was originally just going to leave it stone, but it didn't look cozy enough. I added bookshelves absolutely everywhere. We added books absolutely everywhere, and I love it. We also have these Terminite chandelier, I believe that's how they're called, or what they're called. We have books absolutely everywhere, and yeah, the canopy and everything, I think really went well together. And yeah, I'm just loving this interior. It's very basic, very plain. We don't have a front door here because I'm trying to figure out what exactly I want to do with it. I'm thinking maybe having one of those blocks that we have on our storage depot there, where we just right click and then it opens, just so that we can have a bit of a door here. I'm not sure though, because I think it kind of ruined the inside vibe. Maybe what we could do is add some doors, actually. That might be a good idea. Okay, yeah, I think these work actually quite nicely. So we have just a couple or a few canopy doors. This middle one is, of course, a door as well. It is just, we use the tinkering table over there, or the carpenter's table, and just change them to look a little bit different. I was originally going to do all of them, kind of like these book door things, whatever, but it just didn't look right, all three of them, because you can't really see a handle on this, can you? It's supposed to be, I think, kind of like a hidden door, but anyways, it also doesn't look too bad from in here, and we just have the canopy trapdoors at the top just to kind of mesh everything together. Anyways, I like that. I think that looks good, especially like the fact that we have the two trumpet trees out here, and then we have a little spot where they can come outside and read if they so wish. And yeah, that's pretty much it. It is not the most detailed building that we have done, but I do like it, and we just added a little bit of growth in and around. I also feel like it adds a lot to this little city here, just having something here. The only issue, and you guys know it drives me nuts, but these two buildings are actually touching. And with the footprint that we have not already set out, there's very little we can do to actually control that unless we move the whole building, but then it would have affected kind of our front area here, which we did not want. It looks like I'm being attacked here by these nuisances. Get out of here. Go away. You're ruining my lawn. You too. Go away. How did you get out of here? Oh my goodness. There's been so many of these guys around, and they just keep spawning since we did that update. It has been driving me absolutely up the wall. But anyways, it's all good. Yeah, I think I really like this little building here. It's good, it's cozy, and it fits the vibe. Anyways, you guys, I think that's going to be it for today's video. I want to thank you guys all so much for watching. I hope you guys did enjoy. Remember, hit that like button if you did enjoy this video. And be sure to subscribe if you have not done so already. We have lots of very cool videos on this channel. And yeah, if you guys want to see more, please check out my other channel that has launched just recently. It is called Canadian Faults Plays Games. You just have to type that in all as one word in order for it to show up in the search bar. For some reason, that's just the way it is. But if you go over there, we play tons of different games. We have lots of different friends join us in our adventures over there, such as Micah, Talmir, and Damon, and sometimes Luke and Jetno as well. So go ahead over there and show us some love. And yeah, thank you guys all for watching once again, and we'll see you guys next time. Ciao for now!